Man's looking, shows him the green. For Souza leads lap number 1. Justin Winter. No, is that the third? Yes, that's Justin Winter. Whoa, look out, look out. Everybody by. Inside, side by side. Oh, almost got through there. Donna Collier-McCall made a shot at it. Falls back to second. Forrest Souza hanging tight with that lead. She's looking again. And Justin White now on the outside. Coming around, squeezes her down and puts it into second place. White flag one more time around. First heat win for the number 13 out of Manteca, Forrest Souza. Second place, the number 36, first time out, Justin Winter out of Galt. Then the 17 of Donna Collier-McCall, fourth to the 4 of Katie Monroe. This is going to be fun, getting them all before they leave. We got the number 88, sponsored by TNT Racing, King Motorsports. That's Travis Day out of Concord. We got the number 2, Chad Bindi out of Stockton. That's Delta Plating, Murata Market, All Weather Roofing, and Ron Gross Engines of Lodi. The number 24 I see circling out there, sponsored by Jorgie's Racing of Stockton and Dentoni's Spring Company, Jason Burrell. Number 41, sponsored by Green Racing and Donna Gloria Feedback out of Riverbank, Chris Green. I see the other half of the day contingency, the TNT Racing, King Motorsports, Trevor Day, and number 80. Number 37, sponsored by TNT Racing, King Motorsports, Ned's Auto Body, and McAlbury's Nursery out of Pittsburgh, Dustin Anderson. Who am I missing? Probably all of them. Hey, the number 3 is out there. Miracle Auto Painting, Experience Auto Glass, and Stockton Wheel out of Acampo. That's Kevin Straw. Travis Day in the lead. Bindi and Green, your top 3. White flag one more time. For the E-win for the number 88, your incoming point leader out of Concord, Travis Day. Second place, the number 2 out of Stockton, Chad Bindi. Third to the number 41 out of Riverbank, Chris Green. Fourth to the number 3 out of Acampo, Kevin Straw. Get some life into Christian's machine. Coming around, we got a green. Tight pack in that corner. Darrell King leads lap 1. Nick DiCarlo moving on the outside. Whoa, squeeze play, squeeze play. Mike Brooks on the inside. And young Brooks comes around to lead lap number 2. Traffic may be a problem, and the young Nick goes to the inside, boom. And Nick DiCarlo leads lap number 3. Brooks and Sullivan, your top 3. They come off the corner. There should be a white flag. There it is. Win to the number 17 out of Martinez. Coming into the night's program second in points, Nick DiCarlo. Running second in the 0, Mike Brooks Jr. Third to the 45, Jeff Sullivan. Finishing fourth, the number 73 of Darrell King. Sponsored by GB Industrial Spray, Manteca Boatworks, Gallagher Designs, Manteca Service Center, 99 Recycling Center, Professional Appliance Installers, B&F Autobotic, Miller's Checkerboard Radiator, Manteca, James Carpenter. No start, thank you. The 2M, sponsored by the Outdoor Connection, Gallagher Designs, Charlie's High Performance, Checkerboard Radiator, Tough Boy Sales, GB Industrial Powder Coating, B&F Body Shop, and Backhoe Tools out of Banta, the 2M, Nick Miller. Yeah, we'll grab him as I can see him out there. The number 33, sponsored by J. Milano Company, B&F Motors, and KMD Racing out of Stockton, David Johnson. The number 14, plowing around out there, sponsored by California Roofing, KMD Racing, Dwarf World, M&M Racing out of Tracy, Kelly Monroe. The number 30, well, the number 30 is in the wrong division according to my records, but I don't know why. The sponsors are buried in my briefcase, so sorry, Charlie, on that one. What do we got? The 44X, sponsored by Al's Roofing, and Travis Sullivan, driving out of Union City. I got to figure out how come I got the 30 in the A division when I show him in the B division. We got a green. Second goes to the number 93 out of Manteca, James Carpenter. Second to the number 30 of Brandon Carey. Third to the number 14 of Kelly Monroe. And fourth to the number 44 of Travis Sullivan. And the only one I missed out there, and we'll get him in. Brandon Carey, the number 30, sponsored by the Screen Shop, Shane and Dave's Truck Shop, Almond Valley Chiropractic, Vernon Transportation Company, and Marcella's Mexican Restaurant, with a special thanks to Mike Brooks for the motor tonight. Young Brandon moved up from the B division to the A division, and we didn't communicate. All of a sudden, he was out here in the A division, and all my paperwork was in my briefcase for the B division, so we got him. Bomber division for their heat. Sponsors not necessarily in order of appearance as you see them on the track. The 036 sponsored by R&R Truck Mobile Repair, PTC Incorporated, Jim's VW, and Lodi Shortstop. Out of Lodi, Greg McCullough. The 188 sponsored by Mike's Towing Service, Scenic Shell Automotive, Valley Auto Wreckers out of Modesto, George Prees behind the car. The 222 sponsored by Miracle Auto Painting, Stockton Wheel, McSpirin Auto Glass out of Stockton. Who's driving that one? Oh, I gotta check. Jennifer Straw. The 360, sponsored by R&R Truck Mobile Repair, PTC Incorporated, Jim's VW, Lodi Shortstop, and the Muffler Man out of Lodi, Travis McCullough. The 555, sponsored by Kennedy Auto Dismantlers, 5-Star Muffler, Burns Towing, NorCal Batteries, Allstate Insurance, and Wright's Quality Automotive out of Manteca. Driving it, Dave Wright. The number 570, sponsored by America's Tire, Miracle Auto Painting, Rooftop Metal Products, and Alta Fence Company out of Stockton. Driving it, Paul Marorik. The number 888, sponsored by Burns Towing, 5-Star Muffler, Kennedy Auto Dismantlers. Behind the wheel, Rod Gorham. Number 570, sponsored by America's Tire, Miracle Auto Painting, Rooftop Metal Products, and Alta Fence Company out of Stockton. Driving it, Paul Marorik. The number 888, sponsored by Burns Towing, 5-Star Muffler, Kennedy Auto Dismantlers. Behind the wheel, Rod Gorham. And it looks like a restart flag waving. And you all know the reason better than me, because I had my head down reading sponsors. I see the 222 with a bumper hanging off. And the 036 in the infield. I surmised they came together. And the 360 coming in with a flat tire. Four cars left, green flag is out. Bump and grind down that front straightaway. 570 on the inside with Paul Marorik. Swings to the outside. The 188 comes in. George Prees trying to get that lead. Whoa, lean on me. I've heard that song. Battle for second place. The 555 of Dave Wright on the outside. Coming around, takes over the number 2 spot, slides high. And the 570 also gets out of control, unable to capitalize. Falls back to a distant third. his first Bomber Division career heat win in the 188, George Breeze. He's followed by the 555 of Dave Wright, then the 570 of Paul Marorik, and the 036 of Greg McCullough. Number 77, Daryl Moore, your incoming point leader. The number 31, Jason Newton out of San Jose. Then we have the 44, Rodney Funston. He's currently third in points and your leading rookie in the points. Back of the pack, the 93, defending champion Stephen Williams out of Merced. And we have second row outside, the 23E out of Manteca, Joya Brasil. Lights out, coming around. Flag man is looking, and he says no thank you. Again, Daryl Moore inside, brings him around, pedal to the metal, green flag is out. Daryl Moore at the point, lap second time straight for the last 2 weeks, the number 77 out of Oakley, Daryl Moore. Second to the 31 of Jason Newton, third to the 93 of Steve Williams, fourth to the 44, Rodney Funston. Modified midget heat number 2. Here's the number 11 out there out of Merced, Carly Lawrence, one of our rookies. The number 83 out of Oakley, Kellen Chadwick, another one of our rookies. The number 24 out of Fremont, Greg Dennett. The number 5 out of Hanford, Justin Donnell. And the number 1, second in points, out of Livermore, your fast time man tonight, Chuck Gurney Jr. can see it. The 2J is a 250. I'm not sure what he's doing out there. He may not be sure what he's doing out there. And he's going to pull it off. Maybe he just wanted to see if it would go around one time. Lights out, flagman's looking. Lights on, flagman's not looking. Speaking of the lights on, I turn my light on and I say to myself, oh, I'm not blind after all. The number 83 out of Oakley, Kellen Chadwick. Second to the number 5, Justin Donnell. Third to the 1G of Chuck Gurney, and I'll have to check on that dead heat for 4th place. Yellow lights out. We got a green. They're gone. Roger Paulson jumps to the lead. number 38 out of San Jose, Roger Paulson. Running second, the 84, Greg Lawrence. Third to the 2J out of Gilroy, Jonathan Cofer. And fourth to the number 6 out of Modesto, Chris Parmley. Chris is currently third in our championship points and the leading rookie for the 250 division. Comes the remainder of the 250 division for the heat number 2. There's the 41, our current point leader out of Livermore, Brian Jorgensen. The 15, second in points out of Los Altos, Mark Holman. The number 3, first time up out of Clovis, Tim Roskup. The number 25 out of Fremont, Todd Bennett. And on the backstretch, switching over to the other car, the number 5 out of Hanford, Justin Donnell. The number 25 out of Fremont, Todd Dennett. Second, the number 5 out of Hanford, Justin Darnell. Then we move to the third place finisher, the number 3, Tim Roskup out of Clovis. And then the 41 of Brian Jorgensen. Mark Bensalette, our flag man, has the yellow light out. The green flag hiding behind his back. And it's no longer hiding, it's flashing in their face. Little Duckies in a row all the way around. The win 2, the number 58, Fred Clement, followed by the 33 of Darwin Davis, the 66 of Pete Paulson, the 76 of Vern Terrell. Front row inside, the 23, Virginia Patterson, flanked by the number 7, Joe Canberra. Second row, the Borges brothers, that's Mark Borges on the inside in the 60, Matt Borges on the outside in the 45. At the back of the pack, your fast time man for the night, the number 93, Jamie Carpenter. For the heat win for the number 7 out of Escalon, Joe Canberra. Second, the 45 of Matt Borges, followed by the 60 of Mark Borges and the 93 of Jamie Carpenter. That looks pretty good. We got a green. Travis Day brings him around to lap 1. White flag. Picking up his first career dash win in the number 88. Out of Concord, Travis Day. Second to the 36, Justin Winter. Then the 2 of Chad Bindy and the 13 of Forrest Sousa. This will be the box stock A division trophy dash. There's the 30 of Brandon Carey. 0 of Mike Brooks next to him. Back row, the 93 of James Carpenter, the 17 of Nick DiCarlo. Flag last time around. Dash win number 4 of the 99 season to the 0, Mike Brooks Jr. Second to the 30 of Brandon Carey. Third to the 17 of Nick DiCarlo. And the cleanup spot to the number 93, James Carpenter. Lights out. Flagman's looking, shows him the green. They're gone. Stand by. And the dash win goes to the previous heat winner in the number 83 out of Oakley, Kellen Chadwick. Second, the 24 of Greg Dennett. Third, the number 1 of Chuck Gurney Jr. And then the 11 of Carly Lawrence. And something you don't see very often, but what took place on that backstretch off the 11 car, everybody said, whoa, what was that came off that car? That was a whole fistful of tear-offs at one shot. They're supposed to come off one at a time when they get dirty. He tore about 30 of them off in one shot back there. It looked like an explosion of plastic. Modified trophy dash, the 25, Todd Dennett, the 15, Mark Holman, the 41, Brian Jorgensen. They're joined by the number 5 of Justin Donnell out of Hanford. And that's why he wasn't out for the previous. He can only be in one car at one time, and they wanted him in both cars at the same time. We got a green. The pack. White flag as they pass. to his previous heat win, the number 25 out of Fremont, Todd Dennett. Second to the number 15 out of Los Altos, Mark Holman. Third to the number 5, Justin Donnell. Fourth to the 41, Brian Jorgensen. Bomber Division Trophy Dash forming up. The 188 of George Prees, the 036 of Greg McCullough. Back row inside, the 570 Paul Marorik. Next to him, the 360 of Travis McCullough. And I understand young Jeremy Hammond, street stock driver, Stockton 99 Speedway, is the passenger once again in the 036. If you were here last week, you remember them making that real cute little slow rollover there, going in the opposite direction in their main event. Jeremy says he kind of liked that. He's going to come back for more. No flag, no flag. That time by. To his first career heat win is his first career dash win for the 188, George Prees. Second, the 570 of Paul Marorik, then the 360 of Travis McCullough, and the 036 of Greg McCullough. Sportsman Division dash forming up. So far, we've got the 58, Fred Clement, the 66, Pete Paulson, the 33 of Darwin Davis. Vern Terrell, the number 76, yet to appear. Here they go. Watch them as they go into one. up his second dash win of the 1999 season, the number 58, Fred Clement, followed by the 33, Darwin Davis, and the 66 of Pete Paulson. Final dash event of the night, the mini stock division forming up. Front row inside, the number 7, Joe Canberra, and then the number 60 of Mark Borges. Inside second row, the 45 of Matt Borges. Next to him, the 93 of Jamie Carpenter. We got a green. Out in front. White flag this time by. Score the win for the number 60 out of Anta, Mark Borges. Second to the number 7 out of Escalon, Joe Canberra. And the 45 of Matt Borges and the 93 of Jamie Carpenter. And it looks like they bring up the number 13, Forrest Sousa, to the pole position. Then the 88 of Travis Day, the 36 of Justin Winter, the 2 of Chad Bindi, the 17 of Donna Collier McCall, the 41 of Chris Green, the 4 of Katie Monroe, the 3 of Kevin Straw, the 6 of Steve Cantrell, and the 80 of Trevor Day, the 36X next in line, that's Kelvin Lewis, and the 37, Dustin Anderson. Trailing the field, the number 24, Jason Burrell. Your main event lineup, box stock division or box stock B division. Fred Tolkman sitting down there, relaxing. One of our unsung heroes here at Delta. Does all the setup and tear down work. Carries all my garbage up the stairwell for me. Nice guy. He handles the lights up out here on the front straightaway for our flagman. We got a green. Travis Day leads lap number 1. Yellow flag out. The number 80, Trevor Day, stalls over there in turn number 1. Cleans up, they're gone once again. Easy come. Okay, we get a yellow. We got a green. Justin Winter looking to the outside, wanting that number 1 spot. He fades back into second at this time. White flag, one more lap to do it. Making it a clean sweep on his division for the night, winning 1 of the 2 heat wins, the dash, and now his first career main event win, the number 88 out of Concord, Travis Day. Screaming by on the outside for a second place finish, the number 3 out of Acampo, Kevin Straw. We then pick up the 36, Justin Winter in third, and unofficially, but I don't think she was a lap down, 4th place I would give to the 17 of Donna Collier-McCall, but I'll check that to make sure. We got the 33 of David Johnson, the 2M of Nick Miller, then we got the 7C of Kristen Straw, the 44 of Travis Sullivan. We pick up the 14 of Kelly Monroe, the 73 of Darrell King, the 45 of Jeff Sullivan, the 30 of Brandon Carey, then the 0 of Mike Brooks Jr. And I see the 93 of James Carpenter and the 17 of Nick DiCarlo trail on the field.